Happy Arvo. Hello. Thank you so much for joining me today. How you doing? Today I wanted to brush up on Australia's education system. I feel like I do not know the entire system very well. I know it's quite similar to what we have over here in America, but I'm sure there's some differences, and I want to brush up on those. So I found this video, Anna Kavelj. Check them out, link down below. Let's do it.
The school education system is similar across the country, with minor variations between the states.
Okay, same here in America.
School education is compulsory until 16.
That's interesting. I actually don't know what age it's compulsory to here in America. I think it varies by state, but let me see here. In the United States, school attendance is mandatory for children between certain age ranges, which vary by state. 5 and 8 years old at the lower end, and 16 and 19 years old at the upper end. I don't know how it could be compulsory through 19. That's crazy. There's some states where you can drop out at 8 years old. Holy crap.
Most children start school at 5, in what is referred to as either kindergarten or prep.
Same. I mean, some start at 4, but...
School education runs for 13 years and is divided into primary school and secondary school. There's no middle school in the Australian system.
No middle school. There actually isn't middle school. Well, what's weird about here in America, there's different school systems. Some places have junior high and some places have middle school, and the only difference is that junior high is only 7th and 8th grade, and middle school is 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
The school year starts at the end of January, ends mid-December, and is divided into...
Hold on, what?
The school year starts at the end of January.
Oh wow, that's a pretty big difference right there I didn't know about. It kind of makes a lot more sense than what we do over here in America. Well, does it? I'm trying to think. I mean, the reason we start school over here in the fall is because of summer break. Because after summer, you go back to school. Now, when does summer end in Australia? So summer ends February 28th. So you guys start school a month before summer ends. I don't know how long your summer break is, though.
Ends mid-December and is divided...
Oh, it ends mid-December. Oh, damn. So your summer break is only a month and a half? Okay.
Into 4 terms of 9 to 12 weeks. The main summer holidays are roughly 6 weeks.
Hold up.
Terms. The year starts at the end of January, ends mid-December, and is divided into 4 terms of 9 to 12 weeks.
So you get all these days off? Like we do get we get a spring break over here, but it's not 2 weeks long. Damn. Oh, damn. Look at that. In June, you're getting 3 weeks off through October? Damn, I kind of like that better. I would prefer that as a student. Well, I don't know. It's a toss-up. That would be cool, though, to get 2 weeks off at a time, sprinkled throughout the school year. Okay.
The main summer holidays are roughly 6 weeks over Christmas, with shorter breaks for Easter in June and in September. Families from the Northern Hemisphere...
We only get, maybe 3 or 4 days off at a time, usually. I don't know. I mean, there is a winter break. There is a winter break that's usually a week long.
Often have to...
Unless you're in college, then it's 3 weeks long.
Consider whether their child will repeat some of the year or go forward. Your chosen school will be able to advise the best year for your child to start in. So when do you start school? Well, children can start school in the year they turn 5, provided their birthday falls before the cut-off date.
Okay, I think that's basically the same here as America. So in the year they turn 5. So they can start at 4 years old.
Each state has its own cut-off date. For example, in New South Wales, the cut-off date is the 31st of July. Therefore, if you were born on the 1st of March 2012, you will start kindergarten in 2017. However, if you were born on the 1st of September 2012, you won't start kindergarten until 2018. Entering other grades can be worked out in the same way. Whichever school your child attends, whether it's public, private, or a religious school, it must follow the same educational framework which is set by the state. Government-funded schools are called...
See, I think we might be a little bit more loose on that. I don't know. There's definitely some regulations by the state, like as far as what things on a curriculum that you have to teach in order to even, you know, be considered a high school graduate, for instance. But I don't know, there's some pretty out there schools, private schools, that do it in totally different ways than public schools.
Public schools. Primary schools are co-educational. And secondary or high schools may be co-educational or single-sex. Primary schools are often on a different campus to senior...
Almost every school is co-ed over here.
...schools. Most public schools will accept students of any academic ability, though you will generally need to live within the school's catchment area or zone to attend. There are some public schools which are academically selective, but these are only open to Australian residents and citizens. Some states require temporary visa holders to pay an education fee to attend a public school.
That makes sense.
Again, this varies by state, but can be as much as $6,000 per child per year.
Damn!
So be aware of this potential additional cost.
That would suck if you didn't know that. You better do your homework before you're, you know, going living in a different country on a visa with children. But I would move to a state where you didn't have to do that. Then again, that seems appropriate. You know, if you go to a different country, education ain't cheap. So to go to their public schools and just get it for free, that would be pretty nice of them.
Private schools are independent, fee-paying schools. Children are often enrolled at these schools well in advance, sometimes at birth.
You know what's crazy? I saw that, like, was it the Australian skateboard girl who killed it at the Olympics? She attended a private skateboarding high school. That's insane to me that that's a thing. That's so cool.
And it can be difficult to get a place, particularly in certain year groups. Some private schools are selective, and an entry exam or assessment may be required. Fees at private schools range from $10,000 to $35,000 per year. Most offer good on-site facilities and lower student-teacher ratios. Boarding facilities are available.
It's the same deal over here, though.
Available at selected...
As far as private schools. In fact, they might even be more expensive over here because this is AUD. So, I mean, 20 grand a year is pretty common for a private school.
Private schools for an additional fee. Then we have faith schools, for example, Jewish, Catholic, or Anglican. These schools are designed to serve the community of that.
Over here in America, it feels like we pretty much only have Catholic schools. I could be wrong. Maybe in parts of the country where I've never lived, they have other religious schools, but typically if it's like a religious private school, it's Catholic.
Religion, though sometimes exceptions are made. Fees for local Catholic schools can range from $1,000 to $20,000 per year. There are very few international schools in Australia, so international students will attend a school with Australian children, studying the Australian curriculum. Some schools offer the International Baccalaureate. We also have some schools that follow a specific philosophy, such as Montessori and Steiner schools.
Ah, Montessori. I think that is that teaching method that's pretty, like, that I was kind of alluding to earlier, that some private schools do teach over here.
In order to understand how schools are performing, Australia has a national testing standard in literacy and numeracy conducted at different stages of children's school life. The results are available through the My School website, which allows you to search the profile and results of 10,000 schools in Australia and encourages comparison.
I like that. That's really cool. That's really helpful for when you're deciding where to buy a house and stuff, you know. Figure out which school districts are the best.
However, unlike in other countries, league tables have not traditionally been a popular way to judge a school's performance, so be aware that there are other factors in picking the right school for your child.
Like how good its AFL team is.
If you wish your child to attend a public school,
I guess it's not AFL. If it's just footy, Australian football.
You should discuss their enrolment with the school directly. Information including forms can be found at the state's Department of Education website. You may be asked to provide your residential tenancy agreement to prove a local address. You choose to send your child to a private school of best work. The main language of instruction in Australian
Spanish?
schools is English.
Oh, wow.
There are intensive language courses available for students for whom English is not their first language. This could be beneficial to ensure they get the best possible start. Again, the school can advise on this.
Now with AI, though, maybe they'll just be able to wear a headset and, like, instantly translate it all to their language. No, it's probably best if they eventually learn English, you know, if you're going to be living in Australia. Just for their own sake.
Almost all schools will have a school uniform and a sports uniform right up to Year 12.
See, that's a big difference. Most schools don't have school uniforms unless they are like fancy rich schools. No uniform. I kind of like the uniform though. I kind of like that idea. A lot of kids get bullied. You know what? A lot of kids get bullied based off what shoes they wear. As stupid as that is. Crazy how stupid that is, but hopefully the shoes are part of the uniform too, because if they weren't, then it's almost pointless. Because the shoes are the #1 thing, I swear. That's what, as a boy, you might get bullied about your shoes. In fact, I say just make uniform shoes. The rest of your outfit, who cares? Wear whatever you want. But shoes, they all got to be the same.
Children entering kindergarten must provide proof of immunisation when enrolling, though exceptions may be considered. And some private schools have school buses. Whatever you choose to do, we're confident you'll find jobs.
I'm confident too, because Australia is a pretty freaking cool place. That was a great video. That was very interesting. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you're having a phenomenal day. And I hope to see you again tomorrow.